Salve ragazzi! We're going to talk about Italian pronunciation. The good news is that Italian is a very easy language to pronounce. So, if you bear with me and listen to this lesson a few times and pay attention to what I tell you, you will be able to speak and pronounce Italian like a real Italiano in no time. As a matter of fact, we can go over the basic rule of pronunciation in around 10 minutes. Okay. Let's start by saying that Italian is a phonetic language. We have 5 vowels, and the 5 vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and the 5 vowels A, E, I, O, U always maintain the same sound. That's why it is a phonetic language. All you have to do is memorize this sound, and you'll be on your way to pronouncing that Italian very well. Like in the presence of diphthongs, the basic sound of the vowels does not change. Like for example, the word AEREO, AEREO. As you can see, we have 2 diphthongs here. We have AE and EO, AEREO. And as you can see, the sound does not change. Many English speakers might say AEREO, but that's not how we say it in Italian, because the vowels maintain the same basic sound, EO. AEREO. And other diphthongs that Americans or English speakers in general may have trouble with is the diphthong AU, like Austria. As you can see, Austria, the country Austria, is pronounced Austria. And the basic sound of its vowels doesn't change, Austria. Americans, English speakers say Austria, but not Italians. So remember, basic rule number 1 is to pronounce each vowel the way it is in its base sound. Another diphthong that many English speakers find problematic is A and IE. For example, pieno, fieno, IE. As you can see, the same sound, IE, the pure sound of the vowel is maintained. Likewise, A, like day. We maintain the same sound, A, day, bay. So this is important to remember. And many English speakers may be tempted to merge it and say E. No, we have to pronounce each sound of the basic vowel. The other diphthongs are not as problematic. Like in Austria, the second diphthong, ia, it's the same in English, 2 more or less. And uo, like uovo, egg, is pretty much self-explanatory. So once you remember this, and as you remember that the Italian vowels are always pronounced the same way, you will be well on your way to pronouncing Italian like a real Italiano. But before then, let's also go over the Italian alphabet. The thing is, the Italian alphabet is a shorter version of the English alphabet. So this is the Italian alphabet: A, B, K, D, P, G, silent H, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, Z. So as you can see, the Italian alphabet is shorter than the English alphabet in that we are missing the J, K, Y, and W. So, and these are kind of vital consonants for the sound of certain words, even in Italian, but we don't have them, so we have to be creative. But before we go over that, let's go over the sound of the consonants combined with the vowels. Like, for example, when a vowel is combined with a consonant, say F, the sound is fa, fe, fi, fo, fu. D, da, de, di, do, do. L, la, le, li, lo, lu. So far, so good, right? The only problem arises when we are in the presence of the G and the C. Like the C, K. Ka, che, chi, ko, ku. Okay, so we saw that ka, ko, ku has a hard sound. Casa, corona, curioso. Ka, ko, ku. casa, corona, curioso. Now, c'è and chi. C'era, cinema. As you can see, c'era and cinema have a softer sound. Do not worry about the meaning of the words yet. In time you will learn them. I'm only going to focus on the sound for now. So, ca, c'è, ci, co, cu, casa, cena, cinema, corona, cuoco. So, you can see ca, c'è, ci, co, cu, ca, co, cu is hard and c'è, ci is soft. Now, you may wonder, what if I want to have the sound K and chi? How do I write it? Okay, we don't have a K in Italian, so we have to devise a plan and be creative with our phonetics. So we had to add an H between the C and the I and the C and the E. So for example, let's look at the word keratin in English. In Italian, keratina, C-H-A, keratina. Or chiesa, lots of chiese in Italian, as you can see if you've been there, and you will see when you go there, chi, chiesa, C-H-I, chiesa, and that gives it a hard sound. Likewise, chi presents with the same problematics. For example, ga, je, ji, go, gu. Again, repeat after me. Ga, je, ji, go, gu. Ga, go, gu, hard sound. J and G, soft sound. So, let's do some examples. Galleria, gelato. We all know gelato, right? In Italy, if you've been there, you probably tried like several flavors. I love gelato alla crema, that's my favorite. So remember the word gelato. Then ga, je, gelato, G, go, gu. So for example, girasole, sunflower. That's also has a soft sound. Go, gorilla, gu, guerra. So galleria, gelato, girasole, gorilla, guerra. So remember, ga, je, ji, go, gu. Okay, ga, go, gu, hard sound, j, g, soft sound. Okay, now you may wonder, what if I want to have the sound ge and gi? The ge, you don't encounter it too much, only at the end of the words for the most part. Like paghe, paychecks, paghe, G-H-E. So that's not that problematic, but gi, G-H-I, like ghiaccio, ice. Here definitely, if you go to Italy in the summer, you'll be asking for acqua or Coca-Cola con ghiaccio. So that's important to remember then. Ghiaccio, ghi, right? We were creative and we created the sound with the H. Okay. Another little pronunciation that I want to go over is the sound of li. The way it's spelled is G-L-I, li. But as you can see, there's no sound of the G there. G. You don't sound gli. It's li, a deep L. Many English speakers, they may have trouble pronouncing li. There's a deep L because it's a very specific sound. But if you can't say li, even if you say li, that's fine. As long as they don't hear the G, you will be totally understood. Let's look at the word aglio, garlic. Aglio, aglio, right? If you say aglio, they still understand you. If you say aglio, they won't understand you. So that's important. Another similar rule is for the word gne, G-N, gne. Like for example, we are all familiar with the gnocchi. You're studying Italian, so you probably went to an Italian restaurant and you saw the potato dumplings, gnocchi, at least once on the menu. So gnocchi, and I bet there's nobody pronounces them gnocchi. I never heard that. So remember the word gnocchi, and you remember that GN is gne, gnocchi. Ragno, spider, ragno, gn, right? So remember that rule. The last rule I would like to go over with you is the schi and sche sound. So the way we create that sound when we write is with a C S-C-I, schi, right? For example, sciare, to ski, schi, S-C-I, schi, sciare. And for the sche, S-C-E, sche, pesce. Cucina di pesce, for example. If you go to Venice, you'll find a lot of cucina di pesce over there, and it's a must to try one of those restaurants because they're really, really good. If you find a good one, try to get off the beaten path. Don't go to San Marco. Go to one of the islands over there, like Miramare, and you'll find ottima cucina di pesce. And the last sound I want to go over is really Skee and Skah. It's like she and she, but we have to put an H between two letters, the C and the A and the C and the I, in order to create this hard sound. For example, let's say the word scheda, card, scheda, or the word ski, schiena, back. That would be the schiena, hard sound. And once we memorize these rules that we went over right now, you should be golden, and you should be able to pronounce Italian pretty easily if you practice this a few times. Try to listen to this recording. I know it's gonna be boring a few times, and in no time you'll be able to read Italian confidently. And eventually, if you continue to follow me, you will be able to actually engage in some basic conversation. Alright, I hope this is clear and that you enjoyed the lesson, and I look forward to all of you again. Ciao ragazzi, a presto!